steps up as well today. First set is underway. Leal with a nice pass. Off combination play, Leal pounds it. And that is saved by Van Haderen. Battle at the net, Leal winning the tip, and the first point going to Brazil.
Nimir getting outreached by Leal.
Leal, 35 years old, stands about 6'7". He is Cuban, but gained citizenship back in 2015. Flavio with a nice serve. Gaming sets it up, and Nimir pounds that one in. And Nimir has been solid so far in the VNL. 38 versus Cuba, 22 versus Serbia, 22 as well against Poland. 24 against Turkey and 31 against Slovenia. He's really been playing at a high level. And Brazil, so far, offense humming early here in set number 1. Now it's an off-system play, and it didn't matter. Here's Thailand, #1 scorer of the team. That serve is just long. You saw the head coach of Brazil, Bernardo Rezende, 64 years old. And Nimir with the serve. That overpass. Now is hit the antenna from Fernando, so going to be a point for the Netherlands.
Always difficult to deal with when he gets his serve going.
You mentioned the serve's going to be crucial for the Netherlands, and right now they're making Brazil feel the heat on those jump serves. This one into the net for Nimir.
It's funny, he's trying to turn that one down to the line with his body position, when really he can just take the longest angle down to one from where he is and just start to build and build and build, and he's got more margin for error.
We're tied at 3. Leal serving, and currently the third leading scorer for Brazil. Kamik sets it up, and cross court. Van Haderen is good.
Sets up the angle. Block's gone a little too wide. You can see where he's facing to where the block is. They're nowhere near him, and then that means the defense have got to try and get opposite him, and that didn't happen either.
That is just long by a few inches.
Well, we're going to see in a second there. Oh, yes, it is. Yeah, just waiting for that.
So second service fault for the Dutch. Here's the big man, Lucas Satkamp. Nimir, got it. A tandem of Nimir and Van Haderen going to be crucial for the Dutch here.
Well, it's really important that when they get the good ball in like this, and then Van Haderen's running the routes, etc., Parkinson, all these guys, it's going to mean it's one-on-ones then, and a real chance for the Dutch to score.
Well, Kamik doing a good job splitting the defenders. Nice one, getting it really high at the apex for that kill. 6'6" Flavio Gualberto dumps it down, the #5 blocker of the tournament. Plays professionally in Italy. There's Fernando with a nice serve. Kamik sets it up, combination play. A nice dig from Lucarelli. Overpass, chance ball here. Kamik sets it up and go back to face Jorna. Knocks it in.
Oh, this is good work for the Dutch. They're up by 1.
No long rallies for Brazil, as the Dutch able to get a quick side out. 6 serving 5. There's Darlan.
He's so high, if he doesn't get a good contact, he's missing on the baseline, but he didn't catch any of the block either.
Sometimes jumping up so high.
He's just caught it off of finger and thumb and not got all of his hand through it.
Leaping ability backfiring against Darlan. They go to the middle this time, and Flavio knocks it in.
That's probably one of the most difficult balls to hit as a middle blocker when you're coming in on that angle. You look where he's coming in here. He's got such a small area. That's literally the only area he's got to hit is by Andringa's feet.
So Brazil looking to tie on this serve from Lucarelli. Oh, the serve is fault. Lucarelli, the team captain. Meantime, face Yorna, 35 years old. Created a card game called Under the 10. It's online. You can check it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
Side out here for the Brazilians. Nobody making a run here. Nobody getting any sort of momentum so far here in the opening set. Both teams just been trading big punches. Kamik. Oh, that one. A nice little off-speed hit from Van Harderen. So the Netherlands up by 2. Fabian Plak. Almost an ace. Yes, it is. Lucas, the second touch, not high enough for a third one.
Well, that goes down as an ace because Lucas not able to get any control of the ball.
Yep.
So it's not it's a really good serve. Darlan, see, Darlan's, this is where they're presenting like they're going to pass on foot. They don't really want Darlan to have the ball because he can't pass. So now they've taken him out.
Well, that's the target. That's the game plan right now. You can see Fabian Plak trying to serve right to the back as well. And this one, an ace again. So back-to-back aces for the Netherlands. They put up their biggest lead right now at 4 points.
As we go into this timeout.
First timeout of the game called by the Brazilians.
Mesma coisa, aqui pra cima a bola. Olha só, tá? Nós estamos sacando abaixo aqui, mas mais do que isso, tá? Cometemos 3, 4 erros aqui já. Tá? De bola com a bola, se o olho a gente não consegue chegar. Tocaram, 2 tocadas já. Tá? O 5 e o 3, 2 tocadas. O variante não pode cair, o cara deu uma porrada, tudo bem. E a bola quebrou um pouco, chega mais, sai mais na fechada ali. Dá pra sair melhor na bola quebrada. Tá? Tem angulação. Ei, estamos devagar. Bora! Bora!
I don't know about you, but my Portuguese is just bom dia, obrigado. That's
I
it,
won't even try.
Yeah. But I know for one thing, he's just going to be... They haven't really got going at the moment, Brazil. Yeah. They're just kind of going through the motions, and he needs... Bernardinho wants them to kind of engage, and it starts from the pass.
All right, now Brazil facing their biggest deficit against the Netherlands. Plak continuing to serve. Plak averaging 5.2 points per game, had 4 against Italy their last game. This one into the net. That's unofficially the third service fault for the Netherlands here in the opening set.
That sends Darlan back to the serving line now. Chance for Brazil to get back into this.
Nice serve and an ace.
Well, that's a little unfortunate for Andringa. The ball, he's got set for this, and he knows the speed is coming at. Then when it clips the net and takes all the pace off of it, then it's like, oh, it's not, just doesn't make it to him, and he'd already committed on the lateral move.
So a mini 2-point run for the Brazilians. They are within 2 after being down by 4. This one took off a little bit from that serve. Nice block by Lucas.
That is right back into the face of Parkinson. Excellent commit block here, just off the net, so it's a little bit slower. He's read that all the way as Lucas taking the angle.
Three-point run for Brazil. Now they got a chance to tie on this serve by Darlan. Nice pass, Kamink sets it up, and that's the result.
Goes back to Parkinson, re-establishes him now, so he's a real threat, and that's a good response after being blocked on the last play.
So that stops the three-point run of the Brazilians, back to a two-point cushion for the Netherlands. Opening set of the third and final leg of the 2024 VNL. Nimir with a serve. Great pass. And go back row to Darlan, and that is outside.
Yeah, he's not caught anybody with that. It's a big miss hit from him. He's had plenty of time to see this, plenty of time to get in a good position. He's traveled a long way.
A couple of miss hits for Darlan already here in the opening set. Two-point run for the Netherlands. Lucas gets a taste of his own medicine. Not blocked. Battle at the net. Kamink back to Nimir. That's wide.
That was a chance for the Dutch to be 4 in front. Not quite so comfortable at the moment.
(11 serving 13). Kamink back to Nimir. Got turned away.
Excellent block from Lucas.
Well, Kamink wanted to go back and reestablish Nimir after that hit outside. Nice defense, Brazil. Timeout here for the Netherlands as Brazil cutting that deficit to just 1 point.
Guys, everything is good. One more time, back in the game. We need to stop Leal when he's on serve, and everyone knows. Ready now for everyone to save the ball, play the ball close in the block, cover, and transition. Okay, go, guys, go, go.
56-year-old Italian head coach Roberto Piazza, as you see the run here by the Netherlands. That three-point run by Brazil as well, making it a 1-point game. And you want to stop Leal. You heard that part.
Easier said than done. Well, they want to get off this rotation as well and not allow to get a run. So those are the top scorers so far of the points. And Tonchik Stern has been, well, he's been absolutely amazing for Slovenia. He's just turned it up, turned it on, and helped them qualify for Paris with some of the best volleyball I think I've seen him play ever.
Meantime, Leal with a service fault. And Brazil can't really get going. They take 1 step forward, 2 steps back. They're back down by 2. Van Hardelen with a serve. Fernando sets it up. They go to Leal in the back row. That's blocked. This time, Darlan. Oh, what a dig by Nimir. Nimir sends it back. Darlan with a pass. And look out. The longest rally so far here in the opening set. Kamink back to Nimir. Lucarelli against 3 blockers. That two-handed dump. Easily picked up by Leal. Darlan off speed. Oh, what a rally.
Real chance now for Brazil.
Darlan block. Leal picks it up. Fernando will set it. And Lucas, finally Lucas delivers the winning point.
They just started to get the edge in that rally. They had Nimir out, and the minute they got Nimir out and it came back off the block, there was a chance. Darlan, again, the Dutch still couldn't get full control on this one. It gets set back over, and then with everybody available, Kachopa's able to find the middle.
And Brazil back within 1 after that shot by Lucas. That's his 2nd point of the game. We're drying off a little wet spot on the floor, just making sure all the players are safe. Coach Piazza momentarily on your screens. Here's Lucas Sandkamp, best middle blocker in Brazil, Americas, and FIVB. Nimir, that is a Yeah, it's on the line.
It's a great shot. Darlan's hoping it's out.
Wow. At best, it clipped the line for sure because it was... Oh, no, it's actually well in.
It's a really good swing. They're in a lot of trouble off that serve.
So the Netherlands able to stave off a run, but they give up a point here. Mikhail Parkinson with a service fault. In the meantime, the number 6 center of the tournament, Fernando, will serve. Good pass by Van Haderen. Van Haderen gets it back. Oh, single man block by Flavio. Terrific timing by Flavio right there. There was a little help coming from behind by Darlan, but it was not needed. That's Faciona on the cross court.
Got to start making it. The Dutch are doing really well of going for the edges of the court, finding these angles. That's caught Darlan anyway. It needs to be defended, has to be kept and got a touch on it.
And one blocker is not enough for these wing spikers of the Netherlands. They've got a lot of length and athleticism. Now an off the block touch. Point for Andringa.
Yeah, nice work that from Lucarelli. Just goes high. Works Jona. Nothing the Dutch can do about that.
So after playing catch-up for most of the opening set, the Brazilians tie the game at 16. Lucarelli, a little help from the net. Another spectacular block by Flavio.
He is so close to this ball when it's being hit.
Back-to-back blocks by Flavio, and don't look now, the Brazilians have retaken the lead. They're up by 1, 17-16. All smiles for Flavio, an excellent job. Number 5 blocker so far of the 2024 VNL. Look at the blocking discrepancy, 4-0 in favor of Brazil. Nemir had nowhere to go. Block was pretty set.
It was, and that's what you need to do. Just make sure that the block is where it needs to be. We're going to challenge for a block touch, and Flavio has made it. So it's a green card issued to Flavio, which is a fair play award. Team with the most green cards come the end of this Volleyball Nations League will get a $30,000 prize.
Yeah, pretty hefty incentive. Look at the numbers of Nemir so far in the tournament. So it's going to be 17 all after the block touch admission by Brazil.
This is where Brazil will look to just keep siding out, gets around about the... Well, actually, the score on the graphic's wrong. It's 19-15. I'm just yeah. And they're now trying to work it all back round again now. They've kind of got slightly ahead of themselves. Here we go. Yep.
Yeah, it's got to be 17 all.
Yeah, indeed it has.
All right, so they sorted out. The score at the venue is the same as the score you see on TV or on your apps, wherever you're watching us.
Yep, wherever, yeah, on whatever you're watching. It's amazing, isn't it, what modern technology can do now.
That's true. Catch it real time. You can catch it a little later once you're free. That's popped up by Leal. Fernando, the back set. Darlan skying high above 2 blockers.
Well, the block goes up to the top floor, right? And then Darlan goes, yeah, I'll go to the penthouse. And he's going from up there. Look at that. Way above.
So Darlan bringing the boom. And a 1-point lead for Brazil in the most crucial stage of the opening set. Flavio with a serve. And a bad pass coming from Van Haderen. So it's going to be an off-system play here for the Netherlands. That's popped up by Lucas. Here comes Leal with a dump, and he got it.
Sometimes Lucas is with the back of his hand to keep that in play. And then that lovely set from Cachopa. Nemir's waiting, he doesn't want to get wiped off, he's waiting to make the press, and Leal sees that, just goes back the other way.
And now Brazil establishing a 2-point cushion. Nimir, yes! Leal single blocker, not good enough.
Leal's trying to protect the line, but really Nimir, even if he's protecting the line, it goes cross. If he then decides to try and take the line, it goes the other way. Nimir with his angle, he can go line or cross. There's really no contest one-on-one.
That's right, so many options for Nimir against a single blocker. Plaque to serve and to tie. That is going to be wide. Wasted opportunity for the Netherlands. A lot of service faults for the Dutch here in the opening set, and that helped put them in this hole. 20 serving 18, Darlan. What a serve. Andre passes, Van Harteren uses the blockers. Hernando. There's Lucas.
He only just got something on that. It was just a tad in front, but he's managed to get one of his, well, a couple of his fingers on it. I think that was about it all.
A terrific set as well. Fooled the blockers. Freeing up Lucas for that hit. And now the biggest lead for Brazil at 3 points, 21-18. Serve is out.
Yeah, it's one that Dutch pleased not to have to play. Now Brazil have got to try and stop Nimir here, and they'll cover Darlan up. They'll pass on 3. Lucarelli, Leal, and Tales.
Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. What a serve. Exactly what the Dutch needed. An ace from Nimir.
They might call a timeout here, Brazil, just to yes, they will. Just to ice Nimir for a bit, make him go back and start again.
Good idea. For Coach Razende, we'll listen in.
Bora, vou dele. Botar pra cima, vai, já foi. Ei, botar pra cima, tá? Jogar o jogo. Bora. Deixar ele pensar um pouquinho lá, vamos lá. Pra cima a bola, 100 pontos, pra cima e vamos jogar, tá? Atenção, outra coisa é o seguinte. Ele tá começando a ter várias bolas de grande distância pra ele, fechando bem. Tá? Então entrar com tudo ali nessa bola de distância pra ele, jogar um pouco pra dentro também, aparecer nessa defesa com ele. Ok? Bora. Meio do fundo.
Coach Razende, one of the most successful volleyball coaches in history. Over 30 titles in 20 years. That includes his silver in the Olympics, a couple of gold medals in the Olympics, a couple of silvers as well as a coach and as a player. So, I mean, he's done it all. Nimir looking to tie the game. Oh, and again, shooting themselves in the foot with a service fault.
Good timeout call by Brazil in that respect.
22 serving 20. Brazil 3 points away from winning the opening set. Kamink back to Nimir, and he has the hot hand, and that one is in.
Really good swing to the baseline. So when you're at this level, with the height that Nimir can hit at, you can almost ignore the block so long as he's going to the back, to the baseline. Then it's, even if it touches the block, it's going to be touches that take the ball further away.
Right. Van Harteren. Another service fault.
That wasn't far away. That's millimeters. They're looking at the graphic of it. Here we go. They're all looking up.
A few inches. And by the reaction of Van Harteren, you can tell that he wanted that one back. Final timeout this time for the Netherlands.
You know, without the tempo, they are playing double substitution. Biggest one in front, so the other one will be inside, but not so inside. So play a smart ball and recover the ball from the block. Lucas on serve, you know where he wants to serve. Let's go, guys. Hey, go.
Just simple stuff. Get this side out, get back, and then they'll need to take some risk from the serving line.
Well, No timeouts remaining for both teams. And it's 2 points either way. 2 points to win for Brazil, 2 points tie for the Netherlands. Netherlands led by as many as 4, but right now they're in a bit of trouble. Jorna is rejected. Good block by Brazil. Nimir. That is wide. No, it's on the line again.
Another top swing. You got to hand it to him. If you keep hitting those lines, it's going to say great. Because you then just push further and further to try and stop the angle. So Lucarelli's got to leave a bit more line, and then that's tempting for Nimir to go after Lucas, who's playing defense down that side.
Such a tough cover, Nimir. I mean, he can go down the line, cross court, cut shot.
Well, they've reversed the double substitution now, so that puts Cachopa at position 2. So only 2 front court attackers now for Brazil.
Good serve, Leal. With a great pass, Darlan, that's popped up by Nimir. Nimir again. And that's blocked, it goes outside, so back-to-back points for Nimir to tie the game.
Wow, that was so close. Nimir's given this everything. And the block thought they'd made it. It's not going to be far away.
Terrific run here, powered by Nimir. Number 2 attacker of the tournament. 51.2% attack efficiency. And there's a block by Plack.
What a turnaround. The Dutch have got set point now. This is incredible, and there's no timeouts for Brazil. All they can do is maybe call for a challenge, just for the sake of it.
A 3-point run for the Netherlands. Served by Viltenberg. Lucarelli saves the set point and ties the game at 24.
Dutch now move to Cachopa back to serve. They've got a strong front row. They'll have to try and do something with it. That's a nice swing from Lucarelli.
So a lot of options offensively for Brazil. Darlan is in front. That is it again, and Nimir has been single-handedly hurting the Brazilians late here in set number 1.
He's the go-to player. They're going to keep going to him. Set to Brazil to be able to stop him, and they just cannot do it.
Great job again by Kaming, splitting the blockers. There's a huge gap for Nimir to sneak that ball in. So another set point for the Netherlands, their second one.
Ooh, that's in.
Service in.
Wow.
Service ace. Brazil Mace came off the bench and a big contribution. Fans are loving it. Take another look.
Into that hallway of hesitation. Didn't want it, wasn't sure. Here, I think they don't need to go so wide. Let him try and go to the line. But they've worked Nimir well, because so he's able to hit the cross. So try and stop Nimir on the cross, make him go line. Better passing from Brazil is required.
Set number 2. Kicks off with a serve coming from Lucarelli. There's Van Harderen with the first point.
Nice work from Van Harderen. Good pace on that. And then Darlan's just up. He's just offering some hands to be hit. He's not really being aggressive and saying, "All right, I'm going to stop you." He's just throwing them there. So he's just offering up a target.
Nice serve coming from Plack.
That's not made it.
It's going to be long against Leal.
Doesn't catch the block. And there's no challenge coming.
So good start here for the Netherlands, 2-0. Ooh, wow, that's right into the first row.
It's on its way back to the hotel. It happens sometimes. Yeah, I don't think they'll challenge ball in Borak somehow.
Flavio with the serve here. Great pass. Activate the middles, but a good reception and a good dig coming from Brazil. There's a nice block against Parkinson.
They need to stretch Parkinson and Plack so that Lucas is having to move laterally a little bit more than he is here. He just lined up Parkinson. Look at that, he's not had to go anywhere. Just straight up, straight across.
So the first point of Brazil coming off, and actually the second point of Brazil to tie the game. Little combination play, hit by Van Harderen. Overpass coming from Brazil. Van Harderen tries again, block by Lucas. Nemir against the triple block. This time they turn him away.
That's exactly what they got to do. Close down the space, not offer him as much of the court to go after. Look at this, Darlan acting as a middle blocker. That's really good work. He stepped inside to fill the gap, knowing where Lucas had gone on the shoot ball. That's wonderful work.
And Brazil taking the lead. 3-2 came in to Nemir. Through the block of Leal.
Oh, Leal's having a little look back because he knows he's closed everything here. There's the antennas right next to him. He's like, yeah, got this. Oh, right, okay. How did you do that? That's how, because he's managed to get it right in between, it squeezed through his forearms.
So Nemir, that's got to be at least 12 points already. What a serve. Fernando chases down the second touch. Leal with the left. Came in tough back set for Nemir, and Nemir repays him with another point.
Up to 13 now, Nemir. But next best, Lucas and Flavio with 5 each. Darlan on 4. Darlan's been really frozen out of this one.
And credit half that point to the set by Vessel Kaming. And get to Nemir. A little help from the net there. On the serve by Nemir. Leal cross court. Andringa picking it up. It's going to be an off-system play. Oh, and still, Nemir finds a way to get the side out. Just spectacular offense from Nemir today.
He's ready to play.
Yeah.
Lucarelli wasn't.
Remember, Nemir averaging almost 21 points per game, and he's en route to that. Much better passing this time by the Brazilians. Darlan against a single blocker, and he gets the point.
That was a really good effort in the block. Just waiting. Takes away the angle, but has to go so high, can't get far enough across the net to get it enough angle on it for it to go down in court.
But you like that the Dutch, they're able to predict where Brazil's going, and
well, you've
get
got
a man there.
Yeah, you've got to respect the routes, but in that situation, one-on-ones are exactly what Brazil want. It's when it's suddenly 1 against 2, then there's an issue. So that means the middles aren't doing their job, or the ball's not in well enough to allow them to have those opportunities.
Meantime, Brazil with another service fault, and the Netherlands up by 2. Pass by Leal. Here comes Darlan down the line. Well, it is wide.
That's excellent blocking from the Dutch. They've said, here you go. Here's 30 centimeters you can hit into. Almost a bit more than that, but that's Trump's. He's gone thumb down. You've got to hit through the ball and make sure that it's your palm of your hand right in the middle of the ball. That is the contact.
That's spiking 101 for you from Clayton Lucas. It's Darlan. Heard you. Picked up the tips and hit through the ball.
Yeah, he's a little bit unhappy with himself on the previous one. Good ball in. Now everyone's running in now. It's not even one-on-one. Darlan could have crunched that down the line. But he was a little bit worried in case he went thumb down again. So he's like, I'll go cross.
He's a little fired up now, but Brazil's still down by 2. Push by Van Harderen. Easy pickup for Nemir. Jonna knocks it off the block.
Nice work by Heist. Jonna getting that one. Just looking for the hands. And it's a really good mismatch as well. Heist against Ketchopper. He's always going to have the height. It's always going to be Ketchopper having to stretch to get to the ball.
3-point lead for the Netherlands. Looked like that service coming up short. That down the line is way off.
It's just not happening in the minute. Ball's not hit anyone, for sure. They could only maybe hope for a net touch. So they're going to go for a timeout instead. Just a complete miss it from Luca Rallies.
A gente segurou a bola, seguramos a bola do cara, fizemos um levantamento ruim, não demos sequência para ele. Depois voltamos aqui agora, 2 erros de ataque, já estão 4 para frente por erros nossos, entendeu? Os caras subindo bola, a gente não sobe uma bola. E a gente tem que defender de bola dele. Tá? Ei, ele falou, já foi, você deu uma dica, tudo bem, não fica preocupado. Entendeu? Ei, liga na nossa, o cara tá por aqui, tava se mexendo, entendeu?
Well, you look at the runs here by the Netherlands, and you see Brazil unable to score 2 in a row. And the Netherlands right now have established their biggest lead, matching their biggest lead in the opening set at 4 points, forcing Brazil once again to call their very first timeout. Netherlands still with 2 timeouts remaining. Fernando looking for Luca Rallies, and he makes up for the error earlier, knocking it off the dig of Nimir. Good response after the timeout.
Yeah, this is exactly how Brazil want to play, with that speed and width.
Brazil looking for 2 in a row. Overpass. Good defense. Another overpass coming from the Netherlands. Fernando, the back set. Darlan. Oh, Nimir. 3rd overpass and 3rd free ball here for Brazil. And what a block by Plack.
Well, the Dutch really getting away with that one.
I mean, turning defense to offense. Fabian Plack all alone in the middle, stopping the offense of Brazil on its tracks, and restores a 4-point lead for the Netherlands. That's going to be an overreach coming from Plack. Clearly, Fernando is still trying to set the ball. To Jordan. Another great save. And that hit off the block, so Brazil gets the side out.
Plack's turned around and gone, nope, didn't touch it. No, you saw me touch it, didn't you? And he's been called right off his fingers. And this is it. So the Dutch just kept defending, kept having to send it back over. Either a free ball or a dig they couldn't control. Right now, Brazil are trying to bring the pressure, but the Dutch responding there, holding on to this advantage.
Little 2-point run for Brazil, and it's over.
Brazil's serving pressure hasn't really been where it needs to be to cause problems. The Dutch side out's looking really solid. Now suddenly you've got Plack's available. That keeps Flavio. It's a 1-on-1. Loads of the court open on the angle.
11 serving 8. Service faults for the Netherlands. It didn't hurt them much in the opening set. And right now they're still up by 2. Eight errors in the opening set for the Netherlands, a lot more than Brazil, but it didn't matter. It came up with a 26-24 win, a service fault here for Luca Rallies. There's a fan.
Indeed, very nice. I spent a lot of time on that. It's a lovely little card.
Meantime, Plack with his serve at 12-9. Netherlands up 1 set to nothing. And that one is going to be wide.
Just out.
So back-to-back service faults for the Netherlands. Flavio serving. Kamink combination play. That one is returned. Good blocking by Brazil. Nimir against the triple block. Van Hagelen brushes it off the block this time.
Really good. Even though Brazil have got 3 blockers over on the other side here, they all get over, they get in. Darlan having to make up and get there. It's just waiting for those hands. Show me them, I'll use the ball, play it in, and he'll drag it back out.
I mean, smart offense and tenacious defense on full display here from the Netherlands.
Oh.
And great serving as well.
Lemire with the ace, right down the line, right on Liao. This is a spot Liao doesn't really like to play the ball to his left, so this is the perfect serve.
Back to the biggest lead again for the Netherlands at 4. Make that 5 now, the biggest lead for the Dutch. Back-to-back aces.
I think you call that one Stierijk. Look at this. Absolutely giving it everything.
Well, only one timeout remaining here for Brazil. Coach Rezende opting not to burn it now when they are down by 5, and momentum clearly on the side of Lemire and the Netherlands. Toss a little too forward.
Just chasing after it's always a trouble.
So another service fault here for the Netherlands, but that's been the game plan. I mean, load up on the serves, and whatever will be, will be. Darlan serving, Brazil down by 4. Wow. One ace deserves another.
Well, this is it. It's the risk we were talking about that Brazil need to take. You can't. Everyone needs to step up, step in, be aggressive. And that's a good place to go. Look, it's on the longest angle from you're serving from 1 down to 1. Lots of room, margin for error.
And serving to the libero as well on Dringa. A little 2-point run for Brazil. That's popped up by Jorna. And quick side out.
Done it again. Lucas is just looking back like, nothing you can do. You put your hands up. This is excellent swing hitting, excellent technique. Look at that, it's nice and high. It's looking at that gap. It's just trying to find the seam between the blockers.
5 points for Van Harderen already. Back to a 4-point lead for the Netherlands. Their biggest lead is 5. Oh, look at Darlan go up for that one.
Now we're halfway up here in this amazing venue, and it looked like it was up level with us. These jumps so high. This is just amazing.
Yeah, on record.
Oh, 332. Now
332. It was 370. 370 is his record.
Is his record. Now, the thing is, right, that for me is probably the most accurate we've got. 330. That's a proper spike approach.
Yeah.
Those 370s where you jump up, put your hand up as high as you can and touch a spot on the wall or whatever.
Nice serve coming from Liao. And again, passing has been spectacular for the Netherlands. And that one, though, is going to be wide on the hit.
So what was that? 332, wasn't it? So the top of the antenna is 3 meters and 33.
Okay. So
it's 90 centimeters above the net, 243. So he's hitting it actually at the top of the antenna.
Right.
And no block's going to get there. No block can reach up and get far enough across. They can reach up to touch it.
A bit of concern for Coach Piazza. You see that little 2-point run for Brazil. They were down by as many as 5, talking about the Brazilians, but they're now within 2. So both teams burned 1 timeout already. They have 1 remaining. And it's still anybody's set, just like it was in the opening set. And the Netherlands just turned it around. Late in set number 1, down by 2 at 23-21. Scored consecutive points to finish off Brazil. Lemire got it.
He's dialed in for this match. He really is.
Totally in the zone. And nothing Coach Rezende can do about it.
Finding almost possible gaps.
(17) serving 14. Miltenberg with a serve. Fernando underhand pass. Garelli is turned away. Darlan got it.
Jonas having to chase after that one. Can't get there in time, can't close the block properly.
So back-to-back points for Darlan, who will turn 25 late this month.
So one thing Brazil really haven't done in a minute is run any pipe attack.
Demir trying to cut shot. That one is wide. So another run here for Brazil. They get within one after being down by 5.
There's some thin slices, but he's couldn't get a thin enough one to get it to land in.
Oh, great serving. Spectacular serving from Lucas.
Lucas is like, oh, at last.
Yeah. He's 6'10", so he's getting it from such a high angle, creating a lot of velocity on ball coming down real hard. 17 all. Big run here for Brazil to tie the game. Demir. Oh, the block was there, but it didn't matter.
Left a gap. Flavio left a gap between his arms and the net.
Like what you said, like finding the impossible gaps.
Really did.
Just when Brazil was threatening to take the lead, the Netherlands find a point somewhere, and they're back up by 1. Fernando. Back row to Leal. That's popped up by Ondrinha. Jorna. Leal with the dig. Oh! Darlan!
Oh, goodness me, that was it. As if he's right on the net. Well, he was right on the net, but he's taken off. He's just absolutely.
And Darlan just starting to percolate.
Goodness me, Andring is like, whoa!
He wanted nothing to do with that ball. Fernando with the serve and a chance to take the lead here for Brazil. Ball kept alive by Lucarelli. Darlan has the hot hand, and he gives Brazil the lead by 1.
Darlan's playing catch-up at the moment. Nemir 18 points, Darlan up to 11 now.
Well, Brazil's offense starting to come alive, and Fernando going to the right guy in Darlan. Battle at the net. There's a tip coming from Nemir. A chance ball here. Leal plays center. Lucarelli against a triple block on Ondrinha to Kamink. And Van Harderen gets it.
Brazil really unhappy with the set that came. They felt that the ball was on their side of the net, and there was invasion. You can't challenge for invasion. We're playing the ball on the wrong side. You've got to get on and play. And now they're really unhappy because the Dutch won the rally.
But Netherlands playing catch up now, 19 all. That serve is going to be way long for Jorma.
It was. That's a nice replay we saw actually, because you could show it hadn't, because Lucarelli was on the net and the ball was nowhere near him.
So Coach Piazza and the Netherlands a bit of trouble here, down by 1. But they've been here before. Remember that 3-point run to get set point in the opening set. Little trickle ball. Chance ball coming to Brazil. Fernando to Darlan. Yes!
It's looking good for Brazil, but they won't be taking anything for granted at the moment. Dutch call a timeout.
This is going to be the last one. We will listen in.
Like before, guys. Like before, exactly like before. The position are perfect. Good touch marking, nothing to do because with 1 man in block we have to be there. So, perfect. Side out, all of you on cover. Now he will serve strong again. So pass the ball higher as possible. All the team must cover the other one, huh, guys? Go, 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 go.
Yeah, high pass, high pass. So in volleyball, height equals time. The higher you put the ball in the air, the more time you've got to get in position. So it's really important off the pass. It doesn't then mean you're going to play a slow game, because once the ball's then in the setter's hands, they'll go quick. But it just gives everyone the space and the time they need to get ready to start the attack. So that's what he's saying. Give it height, give us time. And even if it's off the net, off of a big serve from Rally, you can pass the ball to the middle of the court, around the 3-meter line, nice and high. At this level, you're still going to have options to find the middle to go wide.
Let's see if they can pull that off. Namir in front. Lucarelli with the serve, and they didn't have to do anything.
No, cheap one. Well, that's the risk Brazil are trying to take.
So Black serving to tie the game. After being up by 5, the Netherlands playing catch-up late again in the opening set. And it's these serves that are getting them a lot of trouble.
Well, they won't change anything, even if it was match point down. Black's still going to go up and hit his serve. It doesn't matter if it's one last point or the first point, but it's just about, that's it. And you'll never see a reaction from the coaches either. It's like, yeah, that's the game. That's how we play. Now change, Bergman's coming in, the youngster, he's coming in. It's his first ever VNL. He stepped up to play his first senior international here at the VNL. He came on and he's had a really good serving run each time he's come on. I hope I haven't now just put the mockers on it.
Scored 11 points against Germany, only 20 years old. Good pass. Namir. Stuffed out the net by Leal. Van Hanteren.
Oh. Looking for touches. It's not been given. Is there a touch?
He was pointing to Darlan.
I think that is off of Darlan. He might admit to this. He has done. And it's a green card. There. Goodness, they're giving them out like sweets today.
A couple of green cards have been given already in this match. One in the first set, one in the second set.
Really good swing there to get it off to just looking for nothing but the hands. So Flavio's coming on, Bergman's off. He's finished his serving run, but they're both then. Flavio's going to come on and go out. So Tales, who's actually already walked on the court, it's not supposed to be. That's caused confusion. So, because it's, yeah, they kind of.
Yeah, they're waiting for the scorer's table, and finally the go signal. So Bergman sits back down, and Flavio's back in.
Yeah. Important to get that done then, because you don't want to get suddenly caught up if we go deep at 24, then suddenly when Tales goes off and then Flavio walks on the court and they haven't made that change, there would be big problems because they'd be out of rotation, they would lose points, or it could be catastrophe. So it's best just to get it done. Andrea Pucar, the third referee for this one, very experienced Italian referee, and just overseeing that, making sure everything's where it should be.
Technical problem.
Now, this moment is nice.
So the scorer's table still sorting it out. And Namir powering Netherlands to a 1-0 advantage in this matchup. And right now the Netherlands down by 1. Fan signs and posters of Namir, 32 years old. He started out as a setter and changed to the opposite after 5 years.
That was a substitution.
First game
Take the
of
libero
the
out.
6-day
Take the libero out.
week 3 of pool play in the 2024
Make the
Volleyball
substitution.
Nations League. This is the 7th edition of the tournament, replacing the World League. Next year going to be interesting. 16 teams this year. Next year going to be 18 teams. So it's expanding. Coach Piazza on your screens has not yet been sorted out. The scorer's table still buzzing. And right now at 22-21, Brazil up by 1. Practically a mirror of how the first set was at this point.
Still trying to figure it out, aren't they, at the moment? The question is, who does this suit, Brazil or the Dutch? I don't think it suits either of them particularly, because they're just standing around, they want to get on with it, they want to play. And actually, what's he saying? The rotation is 17-23, which is right, that's Flavio, so the rotations look good. 22 in the front rows coming into block, so yeah, Nimir going back to serve. So yeah, we're where we need to be now.
Yep, finally sorted out, so we're good to go. Nimir has had a couple aces already. Looking for another one right there. And a good pass coming from the Brazilians, and Darlan continuing to do Darlan things here in the second set.
That was some hit. He wasn't bothered by the delay.
Again. He wasn't.
It's not just hitting that at the top of the antenna, he's hitting over the top of the ball and down at the top of the antenna.
Darlan will get a rest here. They're putting in Mateus to serve. Mateus, 27 years old. Mateus Silva Goncalves. He's a 9-year pro, former best setter last year in the Pan American Cup and Pan American Games. Good pass. Nimir. What a dig. Come from Mateus. Nimir again. This one is a little bit of change there from the first referee. Gives the point to the Netherlands.
He has done, but I couldn't see what he gave it for. He didn't give me a signal. Is there any big net? No, it's a big net touch by Brazil. That's why. Leal's over on the net as he takes that.
So the Netherlands within one. Mateus sets it up and go to Leal. He got it.
It's a bit of a passive block then from the Dutch. Not sure what Leal was going to do, but Brazil now got set point.
First taste of the set point. They've got a couple here in set number 2 for Leal and the Brazilians. Leal had a big game against the defending champions Poland, 22 in that 4-set win. Leal serves it into the net, so 1 set point thrown away.
Are we going to go 24s?
Well, right now, Wiltenberg looking for an ace here to erase the set point. Brazilians, all they need to do is get a good pass. There's one. Mateus sets it up. And there's the winning point for Lucas.
Nicely done. Lovely set from Mateus to find Lucas. And level up this match at 1 apiece. Now, that makes things probably slightly easier for Liam Sketcher. He's going to be down having a chat with the coaches at some point during this one. But that might just be one that has got away from the Dutch, because if they could go on 2-0 up, that would have been a glorious opportunity to push on. But credit Brazil, they just hung around, got the job done. Darlan started to get hot. Yep. They still only ran 1 pipe. That was Leal running that pipe in a transition. They really credit the Dutch serving that is stopping Brazil from.
So 3rd set, Jorna will serve us in. Leal. First point of the 3rd set going to Brazil.
Great technique, Leal. When you see how he opens up and attacks the ball, watch his arm swing. Look where it is. It comes, because he comes back down low here. You don't know where he's going to go, so he's not giving you an angle up here where you can see his hand. It starts low and comes up and over the top until he hits it. You don't know whether it's line or cross.
Van Havelen, side out Netherlands. Tied at 1 here in set number 3, tied at 1 set apiece as well. Plaque with a serve. Zuccarelli passes, Darlan, little looper of a hit that goes outside.
was a high-risk player going with plenty of speed. Didn't get the control.
Toss was a little low for a plaque. He still went after it. Easy point for Brazil to tie the game at 2. Darlan. It's an easy ball for Brazil. Fernando to Leal with the drop shot. Beautiful touch coming from Leal. A 2-point run for Brazil. And they're on top by 1. Darlan gets an ace. Darlan picking up where he left off. 125 kilometers per hour in that serve. Definitely over the speed limit if you're on the roads here in the Philippines. Darlan now with 14 points, the only scorer in double digits, at least the 6 on the floor, and that service into the net. And no matter, right now, Brazil on top by 1 despite the service fault. Nimir. Darlan, cross court. Came in trying to keep it alive, to no avail.
It's a tough one. It's right into where the fans are as well. It's like, do I get it? Do I smash into someone? I can't smash into anyone. I can't get it.
Here's another look, getting up close with the fans in the first row. So 5 serving 3. Oh, what a set there, and a great put away from the middle. Parkinson scoring this one.
Such a good serve. When you can put the ball in like that and run the middle, then it completely nullifies that serve. That's excellent work from the Dutch.
.34-year-old Van Hateren. 4 serving 5. That one is out. Second service fault for the Dutch. Lucas serving at 6-4. And that 2-point lead of Brazil now down to 1. But the 2-point lead earlier was only because of the 2 service faults by the Netherlands. But that's been the game plan. We talked about how they wanted to serve strong and disrupt the offense and the passing of Brazil. And it worked in the first set. And they're sticking with it. Parkinson with a serve. Fernando will go to the middle. Nice hit from Flavio. Nimir. Coach Rezende is very animated on the sideline, trying to orchestrate the offense and defense. Beg your pardon, of Brazil.
Players on the same shoulder line, not happy. Oh, goodness. That one just dropping. Oh, yes. Leal didn't really want that at all.
Just like that, the Netherlands on top by 1, 7-6. Lucarelli. Here's Darlan down the line. He missed it. Here's another look.
Yeah, it's quite some way out, isn't it?
Lucarelli, yes, finding a big donut hole in the middle there. Brazil down by 1. Fernando serving 7-8. Gaming. And Yorna is rejected. Great defense at the net by Brazil.
Great hang time, and really important just to watch the ball all the way so then you can get a hand on it.
So Brazil ties the game at 8. Good pass. Kaming, the back set to Namir. The push, and nobody with coverage behind the blockers for Brazil. Gorgeous little tip here on the drop shot by Namir. Netherlands back on top by 1. Namir with 20. We mentioned he averages close to 21 per game. Nice serve coming from Lucarelli. Andrinha passes. It's going to be a chance ball here for Brazil. Oh, yes! Flavio puts it away. Terrific quick offense there from Brazil. A seesaw battle here in set number 3. Brazilians back on top by 1. 10 serving 9. Great serve from Lucarelli. What a pass coming from Yorna. Kind of a double block. Flavio and Leal with a touch.
Leal took his hands away, thinking I'm going to get wiped off, and then Flavio went, no, I'm going to get across. He's made a huge block.
Defense at the net paying off for the Brazilians.
It's good hustle to start with, but look at this, out of the way. No, oh, and Fanny trying to get out of the way himself. Oh my goodness.
This one is the moment, this one. We need to solve this ball, and watch out, because now they start to push all of them on serve. From the end of the second set until now, they are pushing. The opposite, Lucarelli, Leal later. So ready for keep the ball and cover. Go guys.
Quite concerned. Tone of Coach Piazza. They are down by 2 points, 11-9.
Pretty much standard for Piazza, that level of...
So let's see how the players respond. So far, the Netherlands, they've been pretty good after timeouts. Been able to execute. Lucarelli serving. Lucarelli now with 5 points. And they've got 6 points.
Good serve this. Oh, it's so well placed because it's right over Plack, and that's the target, over his head, in the gap then behind.
So despite the timeout, Brazil still with momentum now with a 3-point cushion. Kaming chases it down. Namir blocked again. Brazilians have gotten the number of Namir so far, but that one right on the attack zone. What a shot from Namir.
Power tip on the angle.
That was against a triple block as well.
But look where Talles is. Talles, once Leal goes in, Talles has got to come around and cover that, because it's just a huge part of the court.
Side out Netherlands. It's a 2-point game. Fernando. Oh, hang time there coming from Flavio.
Great touch from Namir.
Lucarelli plays center. Darman, one-handed dig coming from Kaming. pass coming from Jorna. And hit Van Harden and sends it long.
That time, the 1 foot Yahoo not working.
Coach Rosende complaining about something. Still a 3-point game. Meantime, Coach Piazza strategizing. Flavio Gualberto, 31 years old. Kamink. Van Harden against the triple block. Saved by Kamink. Jorna to Namir. Off an underhand pass.
Oh, Katchopoulos just pinched that off Luca Ali.
Namir again fighting away through that triple block. That was touched by...
Yeah, it was Fernando got that touch,
right.
sticking his hand out, calling for a taxi. Shouldn't have been.
So back to a 2-point game. Black serving 11-13. Another service fault. Coach Piazza is unfazed. And will live and die by the serve. The Dutch. Darlan serving at 14-11. Thunderous one, and that one is long.
Trying to put more of a position onto this one by getting it thumb up into the right onto the sideline.
Oh, what a shot. Yeah, quick play. Sends it to the middle, and Lucas puts it away. Here's another look from a different angle. That net touch didn't help. Brazil with a great pass, and Lucas makes it a 3-point lead for Brazil. Namir. This one off the block and outside. Namir with a side out. Oh, gorgeous swing from Namir. Now it's 23 points. Van Harden is outside. Both teams really can't pull away, can't get any momentum because of these service faults. And Brazil isn't immune to that. They've committed a few as well, which has kept it a close game here in set number 3. Lucas has been serving very well so far in this match. Namir on the attack. Overpass, and that is outside. Coming from the touch by Lucas. So Namir again, that's 24 now for Namir, making it a 2-point game. A little smile on the face of Coach Piazza after that point by Namir. Mikhail Parkinson averages 8.5 points a game. That serve is short. The Netherlands flirting with disaster late here in set number 3. A lot of service faults. Fernando. Oh, but Brazil returns the favor as Fernando sends it into the net. So both teams gifting each other easy points off the service fault as Plack will sit down, and Twan Wiltenberg is back at the game. Served by Vessel Kamink. Wow. Back-to-back service faults coming from the Netherlands.
He's trying to go on this jump float serve nice and flat and as close to the top of the net as possible to make it tricky. Now he's got some work to do. Rotation 1 here for the Dutch, not an easy one.
Lucarelli serving. Brazil up by 3. Whew. That was as close to a lift as can be. Here's Leal. As a net touch, Leal is upset at himself.
He's followed through, nearly broke it.
So eager to pound it.
Oh, he's
No, he actually hit the antenna.
It was, yeah. Nearly broke that.
Well, Brazil can't pull away any further than 3 points. And now their lead will be cut down to 1.
I'm just wondering whether there's that it's not popcorn I can smell. I think it's eau de sank.
No, it is popcorn. It's popcorn with butter.
Mixed with eau de sank, as in 5 sets is wafting in the air.
Another, this is service fault number 3 for the Netherlands.
Yeah, on those jump floaters as well. That's a little bit frustrating. They really do need to be, and even if you are going to the baselines, you still got to be more accurate than that.
They're taking a lot of pace off the serve, but it's been backfiring against the Dutch the last 3 times.
Serving substitution, and Bergman's in. Did all right. His last serve just clipped the net a little bit, but still on to serve, and he's on to try and give Brazil a little bit of extra breathing room.
It's not a comfortable margin right now. They're only up by 2. 19 serving 17. Kaming. Combination play. Van Hartelen. Leal keeping it alive. Van Hartelen again.
A lot of experience in this Dutch team, and they're using it. That was a good swing into the seam. Nice save from Leal. Free ball for the Dutch, and Lucas commits. He can't get out wide. As he tries to do so, he opens up that opportunity for the swing.
So Van Hartelen now with 9 points. Second leading scorer right behind Demir. It was 24. Miltenberg. Easy pass. Darlan. Right on Miltenberg.
Melting the ball onto him. That was some hit.
Fans cheering on as Darlan gets a point. His 28th, 16th, beg your pardon, 16th point of the game. Help to the net. Parkinson picks it up. Van Hartelen scores again. That's 10 for Van Hartelen.
This is a crucial point now. We're getting into the twitchy 20s in this set, and it's who's going to be able to hold their serve and their nerve.
That's been the weakness for the Netherlands so far, at least in the last 3 attempts. Let's see if Namir can get it in.
Well, again, like you said, there's 3 players going back to serve and all missed. Now Namir wants to come back. He wants to try and do something, but he's got to weigh up the risk here because he won't get to serve again in this set.
Perfect toss. Lucarelli pops it up. The chance ball here for the Netherlands. Look out, Kaming. Go to Van Hartelen. Yes!
Now that confusion all came about because Kachoppa thinks Darlan could jump and have a swing on this. In all genuine thinks he could, so he's waiting for him to come in, thinking is he can have a hit, realizes he isn't, and then they have to just dig it over.
Timeout for Coach Resende as we take a look at that hit by Van Hartelen, his 11th point of the game.
Protege o teu, deixa ele indo pra lá, tá? Protege o teu, deixa ele pra lá. Ei, boa bola. Isso aí. Subiu a bola, tá? Tentar recuperar essa bola e botar pro alto pra atacar. Tá, Lucarelli tá ali se apresenta, Darlan também, tá? Com calma lá. Atenção, fita lá, pra cima a bola, também 4, de novo.
Eles estão atrapalhados nas largadas e na socada, moçada. Tá caindo pra
Atenção, atenção, seguinte. Ei, permanece com 1, por favor, não sai de lá. Não sai de lá, tá?
Both teams have been trading points and trading side outs, at least over the last 6 points of the game. Tied at 20. Fernando trying to keep it alive, but it ends up in the scorer's table, so another ace for Namir.
Massive serve, 121 kilometers an hour, and then Kachoppa can't bring that one back.
So from down 3 points, the Netherlands now up by 1. Another great serve, but that was slowed down a bit by the net. Darlan. Yep, clipped the back line. Even Coach Piazza was pointing to it, or is he pointing it was out? Now, they're not going to challenge.
Oh!
Just by the slimmest
Oh,
margins.
wow! That's ridiculous. That's when the squish factor has got extra squish factor.
So Darlan, that's 18 points. We're tied at 21. Leal serving. That's popped up by Van Harderen. Tough back set. And Nemir down the line.
And Nemir followed by Klinsmann. For those that follow your football and can remember that far back.
What a set, number one. Nemir one-on-one against the blocker, not a problem. Nemir now with 26. Van Harderen serving. Lucas, yes.
Always available, always ready, always willing, and more than able. Can drift, he can go with the ball, he can hit back across his body. Double change for Brazil. Brasilia, as he's known, Tyus is on in the back row, and Alan into the front row.
So Lucas serving, 8 points. And they got 9 points off an ace.
Great serve from Lucas. And now the Dutch call timeout.
Again, guys, again, one more time, close the court. If you're suffering the ball in the line, it's my fault. Close the court and try to keep the ball on defense. And then, you know, everyone will ready for cover and play again. And then go.
And that is the last timeout for the Netherlands. They're down by 1. Again, it's going down practically the same way it did in set number 3. But can the Dutch flip the script? That's the ace coming from Lucas. Picks up his 9th point. Brazil with 1 timeout remaining. Another great serve. This one picked up by Jorma. Nemir bounces it off the net. Triple block was there, but again, that same hole.
Yep, they left a lot of line. They can see him coming on the cross, but Nemir's got such good skills. Even look, he's drawn inside, so they're inside. But he was actually, they needed to have gone a little bit further to the angle. It's like, where'd you go? No matter where we go somewhere else.
So Nemir ties the game at 23. That's his 27th point. Highest output was 38 for Nemir against Cuba. Not a good pass from Lucarelli. So it's an underhand set coming from Thales. Nemir. One-handed dig coming from Darlan, goes wide.
Set point for the Dutch. This is huge for them.
Take another look. Nemir going cross court for the Netherlands at set point. Final timeout for Brazil, and we'll listen in.
Bom ataque também, recuperaram lá, tá? Tô jogando bem longos lá, caixando a 4, eventualmente no triplo, tá? Tô jogando bem longos pra você estourar, só pra ter informação lá, ok? Bora, primeira lá, atenção à fita, primeira de novo, viagem, e tá lá, vambora. Calma, vambora.
So Sil Mays to serve. He had an ace to close out set number 1. One of the 9 aces so far in the match for the Netherlands. So this one goes long.
Worth the risk. And now, again, first to get 2 clear. Really close match, this one.
Well, it's been like this the entire match. First through third. pass coming from Van Harderen, and Namir couldn't do anything about it. So that attack fault puts Brazil at set point. 25-24. Big serve coming up, Fernando. Short pass, Kamik to Namir. Got it. Oh, what a shot. Namir coming up big yet again.
Just when they needed him most, he finds a way through.
And Flavio grabbing his hair out of his wits now. What do we do?
Well, it was because the ball went through there, and he almost took it off.
Tom Coops serving. Leal with a bad pass. Darlan underhand, and it's a chance ball here for the Dutch.
Oh, dear. 2 touches. Unfortunately, that had a bit of perspiration, you feel, on the boards. He's trying to go behind.
They wanted to go to Namir, and why not? And there's one too tough a back set.
Yes.
For Mays.
Got the contact he wanted, that's for sure.
So this is set point number 2 for Brazil, 26-25. Edge of your seat, volleyball in the very first game in the final leg of pool play here in the 2024 VNL. That service into the net from Lucarelli. So set point coughed up by Brazil. Can't get any more exciting than this. 26-all. Short pass coming from Leal. Here comes Darlan against 2 blockers. Nails that one in. Darlan to the rescue for Brazil. Yeah, it definitely deserves a super spike, that's for sure, above the double block.
Sure, the Dutch, they'll be feeling, well, the Yats will be feeling, because if they were to won this one 3-0, 16.9 world ranking points they get. But if they get a 3-1, that would be 13.69. There's huge points on offer here. This is massive for the Dutch now. They need to go after this, go and get this set.
Well, Van Harderen, right on cue, saves the 3rd set point of Brazil. So Plak is in. Plak will serve. And we mentioned the Netherlands as well. They need this win. They are coming off back-to-back losses. They are 3-5 in the standards. So 3 wins, 5 losses. That shot, Lucas scores. This is set point number 4 for Brazil.
Nice work. Lucas gets in. Leal, Darlan keeping the block with them on the wings.
And the fans cheering on Brazil. We're coming off back-to-back. Actually, a big win against Poland. They've won 3 of their last 4 games. Nice serve coming from Darlan. Kamik to Namir. Stops for a bit. And then nails that one in.
Talk about how good Darlan is, how high he hits the ball. But Namir, yes, exactly, on fire. Wonderful pass in the circumstances. And then Namir, well, he's managed to find him. He's meant to go over the top of Kachopper.
So set point 4 of Brazil. Save. One, a trickler, but picked up by Fernando. Leal against 3 blockers. Splits it and scores.
Goodness me, this is toe-to-toe stuff at the moment. And we keep on going till someone gets too clear.
That's right. 5th set point for Brazil. The Netherlands, they've had a set point at 24-23, but not any further. Leal, nice serve. Popped up by Jorna. Van Harderen, blocked. It falls outside. Great defense, but just the ball out of control, sailing long. And take another look. Yorna was actually unsure and chased it down, and the fans loving the action here in the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. Fifth set point of Brazil saved by the Netherlands when Van Harderen gives it right back off a service fault.
Nimir's up to 30 points already in this match. Darlan's got 20, but they're all 25 attack points, 5 ace serves from Nimir.
Set point number 6. Lucas with a serve. Nimir. Oh, there it is! On the 6th set point, Brazil puts it away off a monster block.
Just got to be patient, Brazil. They kept lining up, trying to figure out where to take him, where to get. And in the end, they've managed to line it up perfectly.
Whew. It was a seesaw battle. Saw Brazil give up 5 set points, but that defense paid off. And against Nimir, no less. Take another look.
Yeah, that time he's having to come inside a bit, and Luca Rallies just got this perfectly, but nice work as well. Flavio up, across, keeping his position. Wonderful block.
Great help defense by Flavio up top. Picks.
Referee from Bulgaria will be involved during this week. Some superb international referees here.
Canada versus Japan coming up. A lot of the fans making it here, wearing a Japanese jersey. There's that hit going wide for Nimir.
That's not a good start for him.
Meantime, the serve by Lucarelli. Brazil 1-0, gets an easy point after that attack fault by Nimir. Tough chase down there for Kaming. Three-man block against Yorma.
And you've got to get the fringe of the block, got to try and go off the top of it. But what you don't want to do is go right into the middle of it like that. That's not going to help.
He was looking for a hole, but found a wall. And a 2-0 start for the Brazilians. Another bad pass there. Kaming running after it. A dump attempt from Yorna. Darlan. Nimir picking it up. And Nimir scoring off the block.
That's better from Nimir. He's 1-1 then in this set. This is the kind of situation he has to deal with. Probably 8 times out of 10 he's going to get a horrible ball. So they're called the correctors for a reason. Both him and Darlan, and all opposites.
Lucarelli sets it up. Leal. There's a net touch on Leal.
He's looking at the referee. You saw that? Yeah, he did.
So a 2-point run here for the Netherlands to tie the game at 2-2. Darlan quickly extricates himself from the deadlock with a nice shot.
Another great swing, plenty of pace in it.
That service is going to be long for Flavio.
Yeah, trying to manipulate that one, just turning away from his body slightly, so it wasn't in full control, just using his body to work the ball.
Combination play, and Leal makes up for the error.
That's quick tempo then from Leal, hitting that one on the up. He's hit it and he's still rising a little bit. They're great shots when you can do that.
Darlan. Good pass. Coming from Van Harderen, gets it back and scores.
Held his ground nicely on the serve receive, kept a good angle, absorbed a lot of the ball. And that's what you want from him. Lucas doesn't want to be looking at what's happening, so again, doesn't know that it's going to go through his arms. He can't make any adjustments.
14 points for Van Hardelen. Plaque serves it long. So Black sits down. 8 errors already off the serve for Fabian Plaque. Great swing on serve coming from Leal. Good block by Parkinson against Lucas. And Lucarelli gets the kill.
It's more like it from Brazil. Keeping the pressure on there, the Dutch from the serving line, forcing them to really have to work hard, and then Lucarelli just looking again. Look for the hands. The game's no longer played in just trying to find the floor. It's played in 2 zones. It's played the floor and then playing out off the hands and away.
Speaking of away, Leal sends that one way away. Service fault makes it a 1-point game. Nice shot, both coaches. As Coach Piazza gets a sip. Good serve from the mirror. Darline pops it up. Going to be a chance ball for the Netherlands. Kaming. Van Hardelen pushes. Namir, yes!
Talking about being a part of the block, the referee said there's nothing wrong with what was going on. Well, that touch is what they were asking for, and it was part of that ball was above the net, so it counts as a block. It's not touch number 1. Actually, would have been if he was just a tad lower.
So the Netherlands, they tie the game at 6. Namir, what a serve. Going to be a chance ball again for the Netherlands. Kaming, Namir, down the line. And he misses the line. 2 players down from Brazil, just trying to get a hand on the shot by Namir.
It's always the danger. You've got your middle blockers coming laterally at speed. Watch Lucas as he goes out, he pushes, but he then turns. And he's trying to get round, but luckily both of them are okay.
So attack error coming from Namir gives Brazil a 1-point lead. 7 serving 6. Lucas. Here's Van Hardelen. Picked up by Leal. Lucarelli sets it. Darlan. Nowhere to go.
Great block.
Seven all. Short serve. Darlan again. Bounces it off. The block of Yorda.
Even if you get that, when you get in that high, it's really, there's nothing you can do. If you find your hand like that, it's going to go away. It's not going to go straight down into court.
Well, Brazil has a full front line with Fernando serving, and they couldn't take advantage. Nice kill coming from Parkinson.
Pretty much just let that bounce out of the hands. Jumps early, nice and straight, so there's loads of time pressure on Brazil's block.
Both teams just trading side outs here in set number 4. Fernando goes to Darlan, off-speed hit, nice one.
You get so used to him going to want to have a big hit, you start getting back around the perimeter of the court, and then he comes up, does that, there's no one to go get it.
Well, the entire defensive pattern was backed up for the Dutch, waiting for a swing coming from Darlan. Fooled everybody. No team with a 2-point run so far. Let's see if Brazil can pull it off. Lucarelli. Yorna. Oh, what a block, and there's the 2-point run for a 2-point lead, Brazil.
That smart hitting that we saw in the first set isn't there at the moment. Again, that's another one. That's just hitting comfortably on the angle, and the Dutch need to do better than that. They need to find better solutions.
Is that a little bit of fatigue setting in, Clayton, for the Netherlands?
Quite possibly. He's just got to play every point as it happens, every moment. Stay in the now, work out what we need to do. Like Namir sees the block. Right, I've got this available, take that. So you're always using that supercomputer between your ears to work out this situation opens that folder, which opens up these subfolders, which opens up that to give me there. That's my answer.
You make it sound so easy, but that's a computation in split seconds because you're only in the air for a few. That's how great these athletes are. It's not just about all the jumping ability and leaping power. So what's between the ears, like what Clayton mentioned. Decision making while you're up in the air.
Things change very quickly. Make your adjustments, have a look with your peripheral vision of what's available whilst you're looking at the ball.
Well, Darlan makes it a 2-point lead once again for Brazil. Came in kneeling as he set that one up for Yorna. Picked up by Flavio Fernando. Oh, what a set for Lucas, who puts it away.
Classic Brazil. Getting that middle run in transition. He just knows that is worked so often. It's so good.
One more time, it's the same moment like before. 12-9. It's the moment where we have to be able to score side out immediately and then push a little bit more better than before on serve. And you know why? Only this one. Go, go, go.
That's the first timeout for Coach Piazza. You're down by 3. That's how careful he has been all throughout this match. Been calling timeouts at 3-point deficits just to make sure that Brazil doesn't pull away as far as they can. Darlan, the numbers he's put up so far in the 2024 VNL. Today, Darlan with 24 already. One of 3 players in double digits for Brazil. Namir. Darlan unable to chase it down.
Brazil won't mind this too much. They've got themselves a decent lead. They're going to keep pressing, keep taking their risks from the service.
Yorna with a serve. Difficult set for Fernando. Leal rewards him for the effort with a side out.
Well, Leal and Namir are having a great contest between each other, and there's a few smiles as well going on between them.
2 great competitors. Namir wanted that one back. This is the biggest lead for Brazil in set number 4. That will still come back. Great effort coming from Yorna. Chance ball for Brazil. Combination play. That one is in. Good shot by Lucarelli.
At last, he's saying, at last, I've got one. Yeah, they get the free ball over. All players are available, and then running the pipe because the middle's taken the middle away. Look at this. You've got Plax like, oh, try to get there, but you've got so much court to go after when you're hitting from the middle, from the back row.
Biggest lead now for Brazil. A short-lived one as the serve by Darlan is into the net. Substitution for the Dutch as Plack will sit down and Wiltenberg is back in. Wiltenberg has yet to score in the match. Good pass, Fernando. Lucas.
Dutch holding their base positions well, but it was so quick. Just the reaction time not where it needed to be, just out because you've got so little to react.
Lucas with 12 points. Leal. Great pass. Kaming has plenty of options. But good block against Van Heijden. Nimir, open net. Got it.
He's just so good at what he does, isn't he? Even in the tricky situations, he can find a way out.
Nimir now with 35 points. And closing in on his 38-point output against Cuba. And this one into the net. No regret for Nimir, no problem for Coach Piazza. They really want to load up on that serve, disrupt the passing of Brazil. But that'll put him in a rather deep hole now. 4-point lead for Brazil, but not for long as Lucas serves into the net. Netherlands in a must-win situation here in set number 4. Down 2-1. That service going to be wide for Van Heijden. Back-to-back service faults for the Dutch.
Good place to go. Going after Lucarelli, trying to drop it short to the sideline, take him away from the rest of the team.
Good receive from Van Heijden. Jorna with a hit. Fernando, combination play, and Darlan will score.
Oh, Flavio's come in, and Lucas did that earlier, got the ball. Flavio's come in, drawn the block. Darlan, one tempo, one count after. Excellent work.
Hey, if we have a chance, we have to play now that chance. So, side out. And then, sit on serve for Parky, and we can recover some point. Yeah. And then also Tom. And then we have to try to take one ball on the guy. Go!
Coach Piazza burning his final timeout. They're down by 5. This is the biggest deficit against them in set number 4. Meanwhile, Brazil still with 2 timeouts remaining. They're comfortably ahead. And this is how they put it together, this 5-point lead. Entire line, yeah, amazing today. 25 points. Another full front line here for Brazil with Fernando serving. Nimir in the back row.
Oh, he's just landed in.
Yeah,
no, oh no, he's giving it. No,
overturns this call.
Right, come on, make your mind up, ref. So now they're going to look for touches. It was out, so they're going to have to look for a block touch or a net touch now, the Dutch.
Oh, and the first referee changes his call again.
What is going on here?
He gives the point to the Netherlands.
It must have been in then.
Well, Brazil not complaining a lot, and even Coach Rezende saying there was a touch. So, yeah, we're not going to contest this call.
The whole point of the technology, and it's very, very good, is that we get the right outcomes, and that's all we want.
Yeah, no complaints for Coach Rezende, saying, let's play on. He wants to get the game going. They have momentum. He doesn't want his players to get cold. Still a 4-point lead for the Brazil. 18-14, set number 4. They can put it away here. Lucarelli with a tip. Pancake save by Kaming. Terrific defense. Nimir bounces up high, battle at the net. Won by Jorna. Combination play. And Darlan is turned away.
What a fabulous block that is by the Dutch. Excellent pick up that in the first place from Kaming. Oh, it's right back into Darlan, who can't play it again because it came off his thigh.
So Back-to-back points for the Netherlands, and they are within 3. Oh, another service fault. That's from Sil Mays. Brazil has put together a very good lead here. They can withstand a few runs by the Netherlands, at least for now. Lucarelli serving at 19-15. Mir. Yep, there's a block touch.
Good spot, Matt, by the referee.
So unstoppable today. And Mir. .37 for Namir already. Point away from his highest output so far this tournament, which was 38 against Cuba. Fernando. Go to Leal. That has popped up. Van Harderen got turned around. Yarna with a push.
Oh, net touch by Brazil.
Right now, Brazil swapping 1-pointers versus the 2-point runs by the Netherlands. So from up 5, Brazil only up by 2 now. There's a clear net touch. That serve is outside.
Tom Coots, we saw him week 1 of the Volleyball Nations League. Did a great job actually coming in and playing. He's only 23 years of age, just getting into the national team and now coming on for some serving action. He's a player of the future for the Dutch. And likewise, Bergman coming in, another star of the future for Brazil.
Only 20 years old. Lucas Felipe Bergman, who was born in Germany. Dad is German, mom is Brazilian. He's a dual citizen. This is his debut with his senior national team. That service into the net. Back to a 2-point game. Each and every set going down the wire in his very first match. And if this is any indication of things to come, it's going to be an exciting week 3 of the 2024 VNL here in the Philippines. Fernando to Lucarelli. That is off and outside.
From contact to contact, that's a 1/10 of a second, maybe? It's such a big hit. You've just got to get in your positions and hold your ground. Bend your arms, and if you had bent arms on that one, it might well have just been able to keep it up on their own side.
Not a safe lead, but it's a lead nevertheless. 3 points for Brazil, 21 serving 18. Darlan. Van Harderen looking for the cut shot. He saw the opening, but couldn't get it there.
That might just be it, but Piazza probably knows it as well. He's gone for the... It's not easy, you're trying to cut when you're square on, but he's overcut it.
4-point cushion for Darlan and the Brazilians. They have a 2-1 advantage. Another short pass. Van Harderen trying to push it. Gets it across the net. Lucarelli sets it for Leal. That is saved by Kaming. Van Harderen, cut shot. This one, he found it. That was the angle he was looking for.
That time he stays nice and high, lets the ball come a bit closer to him. He was reaching on it, he was a bit low on the last one.
So the Netherlands get a side out. And Coach Rezende and the Brazilians looking to get a side out as well. Disallow any runs for the Netherlands. Darlan, yes! What a shot!
he's operating at the height that he operates at here, you could have put 6 defenders over on that angle on the cross court. Still not going to get it.
Ireland will get a bit of a rest here. 26 points today.
And Brasilia's come in, and so too Alan. Going to 3 front row attackers, 3 big blockers as well for Brazil.
Nice serve. Kaming again, running after it. Cut shot for Namir. Great save by Martinez. This is Brazil at match point.
It's coming in and giving. So Mateus is known as Brasilia because he's from Brasilia, and so that's his nickname. And this is coming in and giving a slap on the head. Well done, son. Great pickup.
So Alan Souza delivers Brazil out to match point. They've got 5 to play with. 24 serving 19. Namir off the block, 1 match point save.
And now it'll be Namir who'll go back to the serving line. So it's not over yet by a long stretch.
This is a mountain to climb if you're the Netherlands. Can't afford an error right now. Drying off a little wet spot on the Brazilian side. Now we're set to go. Namir with 38, matching his output against Cuba. Brazil can put it away right here. And they do! Alan Souza with back-to-back points for the win.
So the Dutch pushed Brazil all the way. That wasn't easy. And quite rightly, Piazza says, yeah, congratulations on the day. The better team have won.
Brazil 1-4 against the Netherlands. And they have now picked up back-to-back wins.